Hello YouTube. Today I'm going to talk a little about sun gazing. I know there's thousands of videos out there about sun gazing. I know there's a lot of people telling their experience with sun gazing. Also how to properly sun gaze. That's all cool and everything, but if you're a beginner, I would advise you to kind of read more into it. But still, here's my synopsis on sun gazing. First off, what is sun gazing? Sun gazing is pretty much an ancient practice or a form of meditation where one simply gazes at the sun. Now, as you gaze at the sun, there are certain periods in when you should gaze at the sun. Let's keep that in mind, and also using that as a disclaimer. Sun gazing is also charging the soul. Think of you actually charging the battery on a cell phone. How you would plug in the charger into the phone, and as it charges the phone, that's how the sun charges you. Instead of you plugging up a charger or whatever, you simply gaze at the sun at appropriate periods, such as during the morning when the sun is first rising, or during the evening when the sun is beginning to set, if not close to setting. Or better yet, when the sun is actually like a reddish orange color. Those are the safest times to actually gaze at the sun. Also, there are ways to get around that to properly sun gaze through the entire day. Let me throw that out there. So a lot of people won't say, oh no, you can actually gaze at the sun all day, but you have to know how to do it. And here are some ways in which you can use to sun gaze. One, when you sun gaze, or if you're trying to sun gaze through the day, I would use the trees. Use the trees to filter out majority of the sunlight so that it's not damaging to the eyes. Also, angles. I don't know if any of y'all are good with geometry, but an example would be if the sun is in a 90-degree angle, I would actually look at it in a 45-degree angle. Using the ground as a base measure, and then look in a 45-degree angle to where the sun is in my peripheral. Also, if you live in climates, or better yet, if you live in a geographical location that don't experience autumn like me, right now in Maryland, it's we're experiencing autumn, so the trees are not going to be as full as certain areas Georgia, Florida, southern states where it's pretty much warm all year round. But in case you do live in areas such as Maryland who are experiencing the fall, I would use more of a pine tree. The bristles in the pine tree are excellent for blocking out the sun, or at least the most intense rays of the sun. It's kind of like your eyelashes in a sense, where it filters out majority or partial intensity of the sun. So that is a good way to block it out. Also, I'm gonna go back on angling, and I'm gonna show you how to properly do it. So pretty much as you can see, the sun is right there. Instead of looking at the sun directly, you'll see the ground, and you see that the sun is pretty much a little overhead. You will look between where the trees are and the sun, right in between, so that the sun is not damaging your eyes, but at the same time you're still benefiting from its light. And also, like I said, pretty much just the trees. Use the trees also. The trees are a good way. Again, if you live in an area that's experiencing fall, try to find pine trees, or try angling. Another disclaimer, if you still new to sun gazing, You can try those methods, but at the same time, I would be more cautious. I would continue to like, try to catch the sun during like the morning hours, and also during the evening hours when, the sun is like, at its least intense, like, form, like, when it's that reddish orange color. Those are like, better times for like, beginners. And also to optimize the benefits, such as, increasing the diets, increasing your immune system, stimulating the pineal gland, also helping see auras, like, through means of sun gazing. I would begin a fasting regimen to optimize those benefits. Fast. Fasting is very, very essential for any type of gazing, via sun gazing, moon gazing, and mirror gazing, which I'll touch on those in a later video. Uh, Also, like, another benefit of sun gazing, as I said, yeah, it's beneficial for the pineal gland. The benefits of the sun gazing for the pineal gland, also pineal gland functioning, which, like, increase, like, the dream state, helping you see, like, your dreams more vivid, more clarity in your dreams, also more elusive dreaming. So yeah, it's a lot of benefits in sun gazing. Hopefully this video, like, helped a lot of beginners out. I myself has been sun gazing. I have been sun gazing for, like, a little over 5 years. So, I know a lot of tricks and trades and, sun gazing. So hopefully a lot of my, like, tricks and trade as far as the angling, as far as using nature to, like, filter out some of the sunlight, can help you out a little bit. But let me know in the comments, like, more ways of, like, sun gazing, like, benefits to sun gazing, and also, like, what it's done for you. But that's it for now. Hopefully in my next video I can touch on, like, moon gazing, and then after that, a little on mirror gazing and how the mirror, like, deal with the fourth dimension, the mind, and everything. But on to the next.